Hi, how's it going? I'm Kenise, the moderator.
And I'm Blake, the multiple perspective person.
Yeah. Three of our group members are not here. Madison, who is I believe she was what was she?
She's supposed to be the
She
moderator.
was supposed to be the moderator, but I'll take over that part for now. Elijah, who was the illustrator, and Alicia.
Elijah was the quote finder.
Oh, Elijah was
Alicia
the
was
quote
the illustrator.
finder. Yeah. Sorry for that confusion, but a camera.
Go back to it.
No, just go back.
All right, so some background information on the book Night.
Okay.
It was written by Eli Weasel.
There you go.
This is a story based on the experience of Eli and his father in Nazi concentration camps during World War II. The story takes place in the town of Sayet and concentration camps in Auschwitz and Buchenwald in the years of 1944 and 1945. All right. Yeah, that's it.
Since I'm guessing some of the let's begin with the your multiple perspectives.
All right, so let's see. All right, for my multiple perspectives part, I associated chapters. We're doing chapters 2 through 9.
Yeah, 2 through 9, by the way.
I associated chapters 2 through 9 with the Marxist perspective because the chapters show that people in power control everything. The Nazis controlled all the Jews. They told them where to go and what to do. And they also controlled the way Germany looked to the world by hiding all the bad things that they did to the Jewish people. And they tried to erase evidence of that Jewish people ever existed. It's pretty bad. It's terrible.
That does sound terrible.
Yeah.
And now let's go to the picture.
All right, and here is a picture.
Not sure if you can see that, but as you can see here, this is like a example of one of the ghettos.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, sorry.
You see right here. And now, Kenise, what do you think this picture looks like?
Looks like a pretty bad part of town. That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah.
What does it like to you?
It looks like Elijah was trying to draw some ghettos. The Jews being moved into the ghettos by the Nazi officers.
Oh yeah, that does make sense.
The Nazi officer right there, and then I'm guessing that's a Jew. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next up, I suppose we do a few questions and answers.
Yeah. Let's go.
All right.
Oh wait, no. Summarize what happened in the story.
Oh right. Yeah. Let's summarize what happened in the story.
Shoot. All right. So
Hey. Sorry about that.
all right.
Well, let's go with the summary.
So after they get transported to after chapter 1, they get put into cattle cars, and they get transferred to Auschwitz, where his mother and his sister get separated from the father and Eli. And yeah, after that, Eli and his father have a hard time surviving in the camps. They go from camp to camp. They also go on and they just do anything to survive. Like Eli, one time he took out his tooth just to keep his father from being beat up.
Oh yeah, I do remember that part.
Yeah, and yeah, and then towards the end they go on a death march, and Eli's father becomes, or his health starts to fade away.
And he
And
died.
then one day when he asked for water, he got in trouble. He got beat, and
Eli just
pretty much dies. Eli thinks that he dies, and he most likely did.
yeah.
And Yeah, and then the Allied powers free Eli, and the end. That's pretty much what happens.
Yeah, that's chapters 2 through 9, basically, or well, really the whole book.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll do the questions I have prepared for us.
Yes.
All right. So this question's from chapter 2. Uh, what did Weasel compare the world to?
Chapter 2.
Yeah.
I don't really remember that.
Well,
How do you compare the world?
you don't remember that?
No.
Oh, well, I'll just tell you. He compared the world to. He said that the world had become a hermetically sealed cattle car, which basically means that like the Jews were in the cattle car. Remember when they were on the train, and the world was no bigger than a small transportation vehicle that they were locked in, basically, because that's all they knew, and that's all they, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me do one more question from chapter 2. How did the other people react to Madame Satcher?
Oh, the screaming lady?
Yeah, the lady that saw the flames.
They thought she was crazy and stuff. Because, like, she was screaming. There was no fires or smoke around. She was just screaming about fire. And they thought she was crazy. And yeah. And, and they thought she was crazy until they actually got to the concentration camp and actually saw some smoke and fire. Then she wasn't so crazy.
Well, I want
And
you
then
to
later, Madam Thatcher, I think she got beat, if I remember. Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me, what would you think? Would you think that she was crazy in that situation when there were no flames around? Yeah, she's.
I really don't
screaming
know
about
what
flames?
was happening with her. Maybe she's seen a concentration camp before. I don't really know.
You know.
But yeah. What do you think?
I think that it's pretty cool that she actually like foresaw that because it really
Huh?
because like okay, so everyone in the train, you notice how everyone in the train was getting annoyed by her, right? And they began to hate her because she just kept on screaming about the flames, which nobody could see. So if nobody can see anything and only one person can see it, then you and everybody else would probably think that person was crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all I see.
He's dead. Alright. Next question. I don't have a charger.
Alright. So let's see. Chapter 3. Let's move on to chapter 3. Questions. So when did Weasel say the travelers left their illusions behind?
The illusions?
Yeah, illusions. What did I say? You know, like when they came into Kenua.
I don't know. What do you say?
Well, I say that it was left when the train had arrived at Berkuna, and it meant that they had left there all the things that they cherished, and like everything that they thought was going to happen didn't happen. For example, they thought it was going to be like for a little while they were going to stay, but they stayed for more than a little while, more like a wartime period. Okay. And what's next? How long were Eli and his father at Auschwitz? And where did they go after that?
They were at Auschwitz for like 3 weeks, and
Yeah.
then they got transferred to Butchwald. I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. And I don't know how to pronounce Butchwald, Butchenwald, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chill out, man.
Let's move on to chapter 4 questions now. Actually, this isn't really a question, but I want you to describe Eli's encounter with the dentist.
Oh dang! The dentist. Oh man, I forgot. Let me go back. What chapter is that?
Huh? Chapter 4.
What do you say something? What do you?
So basically, like, remember the dentist? He had poured his tooth out. Remember?
Yeah,
Yeah. But he didn't do it around this time. Remember? Because basically he said that he lied about being sick, remember? He pretended. So he wouldn't have to get it removed. And then the dentist just told him to go away until he was feeling better again. And not to have him called again for him, and he wanted him to come on his own. So Eli went back, but he pretended to be sick again. And the third time he went, the dentist had been arrested, and Eli got to keep his feeling. So yeah, that's basically what that was. Another question: why does suffrage so often lead to a loss of faith?
Suffering.
Yeah.
Say the question again. Say it again.
Say it again. Why does suffering so often lead to a loss of faith?
All right. So in the story, I remember Eli. He began to lose faith in God because of all the suffering that he went through.
Yeah.
And I guess he was just wondering why his God would do that to him. Like Eli was very religious, and so he believed everything that happened to him was because of God.
Yeah.
He was just wondering why God would do that to him, and he started. He didn't. I don't think he was losing his faith, but started to doubt that God was
There for him.
Yeah, there.
Okay. And so, why does suffrage sometimes lead an increase to faith?
Increase. I guess when people are suffering through something they don't want to suffer through, they might pray to God to help them through their suffering.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. That was good. Good answer. I totally agree with that statement. Alright, so next question. How did Eli feel while this piggybacks back to what I was saying about the suffering. How did Eli feel while the others were praying?
He felt. This is when they were celebrating the holiday, or when?
I'm sorry. Yes, when they were celebrating.
Okay. He felt. Yeah, like I said, he felt like God wasn't helping them in the situation. Just he began to lose his faith.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So basically, he felt like it was useless.
Yeah.
And it served no purpose.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So basically, all right. Next question. What was Eli's inheritance from his father? And why was he given it? And why was his father giving it to him?
I think he was afraid that he was going to the selection, and he was going to be selected in the selection. Yeah.
You sure?
Hold on. I think it was a knife and a spoon.
Yeah. Knife and a spoon.
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, it was a knife and a spoon. And I think the reason he gave it to him was because, like, those were the only items that he had left. And, I mean, and that was all he had left besides his son. Because he didn't have his wife nor his daughter. So, yeah. Okay.